Yes, we expect James Webb to make great discoveries. We expect that.
The James Webb Space Telescope has once again impressed everyone. Every year, this groundbreaking device seems to take a step further to answer our most pressing questions about extraterrestrial life and the mysteries of outer space. Just recently, the telescope noticed city lights that have been located 7 trillion miles away from Earth for what is believed to be decades now. This exciting discovery has reawakened the possibility of life outside Earth, and scientists seem closer to finally finding out and clearing all doubts. The telescope caught sight of the lights by focusing on Proxima Centauri B, the closest exoplanet to planet Earth, and detected strange bright lights coming from it. Why were these lights being released by Proxima Centauri B, and could it be from living creatures on the exoplanet? Keep watching to find out. Life outside Earth. For a long time now, scientists and fans of science everywhere have been eagerly anticipating and studying to catch a glimpse of life outside of our own solar system. Any signs that seem to support this idea of life beyond Earth have been enthusiastically received over time. Recently, the scientific community was taken aback when solid evidence of life existing beyond our planet was observed by the James Webb Space Telescope. While exploring outer space and transmitting important data back to Earth, the James Webb Space Telescope, commonly called JWST, spotted peculiar lights coming from the exoplanet Proxima Centauri B. These lights resembled city lights, shining brightly as if they were illuminating a distant urban area. The prospect of an alien city existing on this distant star has left scientists astonished and filled with curiosity. It's as if this discovery is the realization of a dream they've all held for so long. If it turns out to be true, as many believe it is, it would mean that there are intelligent beings out there organizing societies in ways completely unfamiliar to humans, and we are just beginning to uncover it. Looking at these city lights located an incredible 7 trillion miles away from Earth, NASA engineers can't help but wonder how long these lights have been shining in the emptiness of space, patiently waiting for humans to develop the technology needed to detect them. David Kipping, an astronomer from Columbia University, characterizes the Proxima B exoplanet where the city lights were spotted as tricky. He makes this observation because this star system, which is the closest to us, has heating patterns that are unlike those of other planets. The typical rocky planets we are familiar with take on certain characteristics, but Proxima B seems to defy expectations. This discovery has caused debate and excitement surrounding the possibility of extraterrestrial life to resurface across the globe. Are we alone in the universe? For years, scientists have thought about the existence of life beyond Earth, but there hasn't been concrete evidence. The observation of city-like lights on Proxima Centauri B has made scientists eager to learn more about this distant exoplanet and the potential inhabitants of the alien city. If there truly is intelligent life living on Proxima Centauri B, it would completely change our understanding of the universe and our place within it. It would also suggest that Earth is not alone in harboring life, and that the cosmos is brimming with different forms of life waiting to be discovered. In most cases, planets orbiting stars usually tend to absorb sunlight and emit infrared radiation, but not this particular exoplanet. Its infrared nature is unique, especially when compared to its host star, Proxima Centauri. This unique characteristic caught the attention of the James Webb Space Telescope, which proved to be the very perfect tool for the job. The JWST specializes in detecting infrared wavelengths, making it perfect for observing the distinct heat signature of Proxima B. Scientists are eager to utilize the advanced infrared imaging capabilities of the JWST to go deeper into the secrets of Proxima Centauri B. By studying its atmospheric components, they hope to gain insights into its potential habitability. The sensitivity of the James Webb Telescope to infrared radiation allows it to explore the nighttime conditions of Proxima Centauri B with precision. While other space telescopes struggle to detect faint light in the darkness of space, the JWST excels at capturing even the faintest rays, making it the ideal instrument to investigate rumors of city lights on the nighttime side of Proxima B. There's more to it, and we're just getting started. The JWST can detect artificial illumination in the cosmos, provided it falls within a specific frequency band. This sensitivity allowed scientists to investigate the relationship between Proxima B's surface features and its interaction with its host star. During the exoplanet's orbit around Proxima Centauri, it experiences day and night cycles similar to those on Earth. The daytime side receives intense solar heat, while the nighttime side cools down. These temperature fluctuations are because of the composition of the planet. The presence of solar panels on the daytime side of Proxima B shows its efforts to use the abundant energy from its host star. The planet's spectra edge also reflects incoming light rays. Consider Proxima B, where if there's no atmosphere, the difference between day and night would be huge. Without atmospheric gases or oceans to help, the daytime would be scorching like a black body, while nighttime would turn bitterly cold. Astronomers are interested in understanding these temperature changes to learn more about Proxima's atmosphere. The James Webb Space Telescope, with its superb infrared imaging, can study the planet's heat emissions and provide valuable information about its atmosphere. What's impressive, though, is that the JWST's orbit around Earth matches up with Proxima B's orbit, so it can watch its day and night every 11.2 Earth days. Since Proxima B seems to have an atmosphere, the next step is to check what gases are in it to see if it could support life. Oxygen, water vapor, and methane are good signs of life. Finding these on Proxima B would mean it might be habitable, but this is a tough job. Scientists need to be very careful as they look at light passing through the planet's air. The JWST is great at studying planetary atmospheres, but its main job is to look at changes in water vapor, carbon dioxide, and methane levels. It can't detect bonded oxygen, which is important for life. Still, there are good reasons for the JWST to search for other matter on Proxima B, like ozone. Astronomers are intentionally exploring the atmosphere of distant planets. They are increasingly turning to ground-based observatories, like the Extremely Large Telescope, or ELT, set to begin operation in 2028. Positioned strategically, the ELT will be used to look deeper into the atmospheres of exoplanets, providing detailed data necessary for understanding their potential habitability. The anticipation for future space telescopes, such as the ELT, is obvious among NASA scientists and outer space enthusiasts alike. But until these advanced telescopes are developed, the James Webb Space Telescope remains the main character in exploring the mysteries of distant worlds, even though it currently has some limitations. The main goal for upcoming space telescopes is to reduce the intense brightness emitted by a planet's host star. By dimming this brightness, astronomers hope to improve their ability to detect the faint reflections of light bouncing off distant exoplanets. This feat may be achieved through the utilization of internal masks or large external satellites designed in the fashion of umbrellas, emiliae to shield one's eyes from the sun to see an object more clearly. Diminishing the harsh light from host stars will help future telescopes scrutinize the subtle similarities of a distant exoplanet's atmosphere, focusing on its composition and potential to sustain life. Unfortunately, this endeavor is not without its challenges. Scientists must differentiate between gases produced by biological processes and those resulting from geological activities like volcanic eruptions. Regardless of the obstacles, astronomers have still continued their quest to reveal the characteristics of exoplanets, so they can identify signs of life and differentiate them from false positives. That is barely half of the good news. The Webb telescope gives us new insights into planets beyond our own solar system. Each time we look through it, we learn more about space, which helps us figure out how everything in the universe fits together. Scientists have checked out lots of planets, but so far, they haven't found any with living creatures. Even though they've been searching for ages, they're still hunting for any hints of life on other planets. The question, "Are we alone?" has been on people's minds for ages. Humans have always been curious about whether there are other beings out there like us. Scientists are still curious too, and now they're using the James Webb Telescope to help them find clues. They're studying different planets to see if there's any sign of life. Some people believe aliens might be out there, just waiting for us to discover them. To investigate, two astronomers named Jill Tarter and Thomas Pearson launched a project in 1984 called the SETI Institute. It's a team that searches for signs of smart life in space. They use radio signals because they can travel really far without getting all mixed up. That's why they're all ears for radio signals with their 42 telescopes in California. For over 30 years, the SETI Institute has diligently listened for any signs of radio signals that could be a sign of alien life. But with all their efforts, they haven't detected any such signals. Jill Tarter, one of the researchers involved, remains hopeful that they'll eventually find something. She believes that using modern technology can help speed up the search. In her own words, she hopes that people all over the world will join in the quest to find cosmic companions. This search continued until recent reports from NASA that the James Webb Space Telescope had caught sight of city lights on a planet near Earth. Before we get into that, we need to talk about the JWST and how important it is in all of this. The James Webb Space Telescope. The JWST is a historic achievement for humanity, representing our most advanced tool yet for exploring the universe. It's positioned about 1 million miles away from Earth, providing precise information about the early stages of the universe. Its mission is to reveal previously unknown details about space, especially the formation of galaxies, planets, and stars. The JWST is a marvel of modern engineering, equipped with cutting-edge technology that allows it to look deep into space. It is designed to take images and provide data with incomparable clarity, offering scientists a look into the distant past of our universe. One of the JWST's main goals is to study the formation of galaxies, including our own Milky Way. By observing distant galaxies, scientists hope to better understand how these vast structures came into existence and how they continue to evolve over time. The telescope's sensitive instruments also help researchers to study the atmospheres of exoplanets, planets orbiting stars outside our solar system. The JWST's observations have already begun to yield exciting discoveries, giving scientists new information about the universe's early history. As the telescope continues to operate and collect data, it promises to unlock even more secrets of the cosmos, increasing our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Astronomers have made extensive use of the advanced features of the James Webb Space Telescope, sophisticated cameras and filters, and all to observe and analyze the various colors surrounding celestial objects. They comfortably use this powerful telescope to collect information about the physical characteristics and chemical makeups of distant cosmic entities. This exciting achievement is made possible by identifying specific wavelengths of light these objects give off. Now, moving beyond simple observation, the Webb telescope continues to examine the atmospheres of exoplanets in search of the slightest indications of life, no matter how faint they may be. Its unmatched capability to explore both the distant past and the wide expanses of space has led to some of the best discoveries mankind has ever known. Take, for example, the detection of previously unaccounted-for mass scattered throughout the universe. This hidden mass resides within numerous massive galaxies, prompting inquiries into the universe's earliest configurations and dimensions. 20 years back, people didn't really know much about what's beyond our own solar system, but since then, astronomers have found more than 4,000 exoplanets circling distant stars. It's kind of mind-blowing to see how far human smarts can take us. But here's the thing. NASA says we've only scratched the surface of what's out there. Scientists think there are way more exoplanets all over the place, like trillions of them, that we haven't even spotted yet. Even after all these years, scientists are still exploring space, hoping to find places where aliens might live, places we've never been before. Sometimes they get really hopeful, like when Galileo took a ride to Jupiter on a spaceship and accidentally found something really cool. The spaceship saw this special kind of light that hinted there might be plants on other planets. It was the first time scientists saw something that might mean there's life out there. They called it the Vegetation Red Edge, or VRE for short. The VRE is like a secret code that tells us if there might be plants somewhere far away. It looks at how light bounces off matter in space in a special way. Now, with the help of the VRE, the James Webb Space Telescope is getting ready to solve the mysteries of other worlds. It's going to study the orbits of planets that could be just right for life, orbiting around stars that aren't too hot or too cold. When it finds these planets, the VRE could give us major clues about whether there might be smart aliens living there. Here's a cool thing about light. When it travels through a planet's air, it gets all mixed up with the matter in the air, like atoms and tiny bits. And as it travels, it leaves behind a kind of fingerprint, showing us what's in the air. Scientists can look at these fingerprints using something called spectroscopic analysis. They believe that when light from stars reaches these planets, the Webb telescope will be able to catch it as it enters the planet's air. That's why people think the JWST could be the key to figuring out what's in the air on these faraway planets. Planets that are similar in size to Earth have atmospheres filled with gases like carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and oxygen. Even though these planets seem like they could be home to living things, the fact that they don't have any strange chemicals might mean there are other kinds of life out there. One example of these strange chemicals is something called chlorofluorocarbons, or CFCs for short. They're made by people for things like refrigerators and factories, and if scientists find them on other planets using the JWST, it could be proof that aliens are real. Finding these artificial molecules would be a huge deal because it would mean there's life beyond our own solar system. It's like opening a brand new door for scientists to study the air on other planets and to think about whether aliens could be living there, maybe even in places we've never imagined before. Life doesn't have to be like it is here on Earth. It could be totally different. Keep watching, because we're about to get into the exciting part. We usually think that life needs nice, comfy conditions to survive, but there are some crazy creatures called extremophiles that prove us wrong. These little guys, mostly bacteria, can live in places that would make us humans run for cover. They thrive in places where the temperature is hotter than boiling water and where the air is so acidic it could burn through metal. It's pretty amazing how tough they are. Because of these extreme creatures, scientists have to think big when they're looking for aliens. They can't just look for planets like Earth, they have to look everywhere. But planets that are similar to Earth and go around stars that are kind of like the Sun are really interesting to scientists. They're like little labs where we can learn more about what could be out there in the universe. Although there's another way to think about exploring space, like looking at exoplanets that orbit around red dwarf stars. There are so many of these stars out there in the universe. Even though they're not as bright as our sun and they're cooler, they still give us a chance to check out different places where life could exist. Red dwarf stars. Red dwarf stars stick around for a very long time, which means there's plenty of time for life to develop slowly over millions of years. One particular discovery that came from this kind of exploration is the TRAPPIST-1 planetary system found by the James Webb Space Telescope. It's super exciting because the planets in this system look a lot like Earth and might even be able to support life. 7 rocky planets are circling a dim red dwarf star in this system, and scientists think 3 of them could have water on their surfaces, which is a key ingredient for life as we know it. It gets more interesting. Even though the TRAPPIST-1 star is smaller and cooler than our sun, it still gives off a gentle light that's kind of like what we get from our own sun. Scientists studied the light coming from this star really closely because it could help them figure out if the planets around it could be habitable. After looking at the whole planetary system, the JWST figured out that the red dwarf star is about 41 light-years away from Earth in the constellation Leo. Ward Howard, a researcher at the University of Colorado Boulder who works with NASA, was really happy about this discovery. He said that thanks to the JWST, for the first time ever, we can look for planets around other stars that might have the kinds of atmospheres that could support life. He also mentioned how important it is to understand not just the planets, but also the stars they orbit around if we want to learn more about these distant worlds. Out in space, there are loads of stars shining bright all over the place, but one star stands out from the rest: Proxima Centauri. It's about 4.25 light-years away from our Sun, which makes it the closest star to Earth. Even though it's close, Proxima Centauri doesn't shine very brightly in the night sky. It's more like a tiny glimmer that you might miss if you're not looking carefully. Because it's so dim, Any planets orbiting around Proxima Centauri would have to be much closer to the star than Earth is to the Sun if they want to be habitable for life as we know it. Scientists say that for a planet to be just right for life around Proxima Centauri, it would need to be about 20 times closer to the star than Earth is to the Sun. That's a lot closer. Without being that close, it's unlikely that the conditions on the planet would be good enough to support life similar to what we have here on Earth. In August of 2016, astronomers made an interesting discovery: a planet orbiting Proxima Centauri, known as Proxima B, with a mass 1.3 times that of Earth. Positioned within the star's habitable zone, Proxima B resides in the Goldilocks region, where conditions are just right for the existence of liquid water, and this is sort of a necessary ingredient for life as we know it. Sadly, Proxima B does face numerous challenges that slightly or completely jeopardize its ability to support life. Its proximity to Proxima Centauri exposes it to intense solar winds, which can deplete its atmosphere over time. Despite these harsh conditions, Proxima B receives just enough sunlight to maintain temperatures conducive to the formation of liquid water, a promising sign for the potential presence of life. The close orbit of Proxima B around its host star has led to a phenomenon known as tidal locking, where one hemisphere of the planet is basically bathed in sunlight while the other remains in darkness. This creates a stark contrast between the Moon's relationship with Earth and the changes within our own solar system. Proxima Centauri, a star much smaller than our Sun, shines with a faint light, emitting only about 18% of the mass of the Sun. It's like the star that surprises everyone by not following the usual rules. Even though it's so close to us, it doesn't shine as brightly as expected, turning what we think we know about stars upside down. But despite its dimness, Proxima Centauri presents us with intriguing possibilities. A considerate possibility is in the planet orbiting around it, known as Proxima B. Despite the challenges posed by its close orbit and the threat of losing its atmosphere to solar winds, Proxima B is promising. If it has an atmosphere that can trap heat, there's a chance that liquid water could exist on its surface, and where there's water, there's the potential for life to begin. Imagine a world where life starts as tiny organisms in the water, slowly evolving over time until it fills the land and the skies with creatures big and small. That's the kind of journey Proxima B could kickstart if conditions are just right, but Proxima B only gets 65% of the solar energy that Earth receives, making it less likely to support life as we know it. Another challenge Proxima B faces is something called tidal locking, where one side of the planet always faces the star while the other remains in darkness. This leads to extreme temperature differences between day and night, creating harsh conditions for any potential life. Adding to the difficulty is Proxima's proximity to its star, exposing it to intense radiation such as ultraviolet rays and X-rays, which are harmful to living organisms. That's not all. Proxima B is in a tough situation. You see, when the sun has these big bursts of energy called solar flare-ups, it sends high-energy particles flying toward Proxima B. Now, if this planet doesn't have a strong magnetic field like Earth's to protect it, these particles could strip away its atmosphere, and without a thick atmosphere, life as we know it on Earth wouldn't have a chance on Proxima B. It's like trying to survive without air to breathe or protection from harmful space matter. But wait, there's more. There's also the tidally locked planet challenge Proxima B has. Now, this setup could cause some serious problems for the planet's atmosphere. The thing is, during the long nights, volatile gases might freeze out and form ice, causing the atmosphere to shrink. And without something like Earth's volcanic activity to replenish the atmosphere, it could collapse pretty quickly. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Even with all these tough conditions, scientists think Proxima B might still hold some surprises. They wonder if maybe, just maybe, there could be advanced alien civilizations living there, but of course, it's all still speculation. Considering the extreme conditions observed on Proxima B, it wouldn't be surprising if we later discovered that aliens belonging to the extremophiles group secretly live and construct alien dwellings and cities there. But with the current knowledge available to humans, there's still much we don't know about Proxima B, such as its volcanic activity and the strength of its magnetic field. Even with this uncertainty, The interesting possibility of an atmosphere on Proxima B increases speculation about the planet's potential for hosting life. The presence of an atmosphere indicates a great potential for the existence of seas and even living creatures. Some people even think if there's a life-supporting atmosphere, there could be volcanoes too. This has heightened humanity's ongoing quest to uncover signs of extraterrestrial civilizations. It doesn't end there. The desire to stumble upon alien creatures living their clandestine lives on Proxima B has increased in recent years, originally from speculations that such beings may have developed advanced technological solutions to overcome the inhospitable conditions of the exoplanet. Scientists have come up with wild theories to explain why, despite years of painstaking searching, we have yet to find evidence of alien life in space. One theory proposes that aliens could use huge solar panels across the day side of Proxima B to harness the energy of the star and transform the continuous night side into a habitable environment capable of supporting life. The discovery of Proxima Centauri B has also caused a lot of competition among astronomers. They're competing for who will first figure out if this planet ever moves in front of its star, kind of like when we see the moon pass in front of the sun during an eclipse here on Earth. This special event is called a transit. When Proxima Centauri B transits its star, it gives them a chance to measure how big and heavy the planet is, figure out what it's made of, and see if it's rocky like Earth. When Proxima Centauri B does its transit process, something else happens. Some of the star's light passes through the planet's atmosphere. This light carries clues about whether the planet could be a good place for life and what its atmosphere is like. Now, let's talk about the challenges. Figuring out the mysteries of Proxima Centauri B isn't easy. One particular challenge is that the star it orbits, Proxima Centauri, likes to have these big bursts of energy called flare activity. This can mess up the study of planets like Proxima Centauri B because it's hard to see clearly through all that flare activity. But don't worry, scientists have a trick up their sleeves. They're using the James Webb Space Telescope to help them out. This is possible because, as we know, the JWST is positioned far away from Earth, beyond the reach of those pesky solar flares. That means it can take clear pictures and collect important data about planets like Proxima Centauri B without any interference. To end it all, even though studying planets like Proxima Centauri B is tough, scientists are determined to do it. They're driven by their curiosity to learn more about the universe beyond our own solar system. And with tools like the James Webb Space Telescope, they're getting closer to completely understanding distant worlds like Proxima Centauri B. What's your opinion on the artificial urban illumination spotted 7 trillion miles away from Earth on Proxima Centauri B? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel to keep up with our updates and uploads.